similar
Okay.
action to you. We're real estate agents, and then have you been working with anybody yet or not?
No.
Basically what it is, and that's yours to keep, and if we do get around to signing a contract or you hire me to represent you, you don't pay me, the sellers do. Then I have to have this in the file. Basically what it says, the realtor has to work for somebody, either the seller, the buyer, or in some cases there's something called dual agency, like if we had a house listed you were interested in, I can represent both sides.
Okay, and I've heard that happening.
Yeah, it's common practice. If you trust your agent, he's going to do what's best for you. What changes a little bit of dual agency is, as a buyer's representative, anything I find out about this property and the sellers and any of that kind of stuff, I work for you, I tell you all that stuff. If I'm working for the seller, there are some things that are not
in your best interest to share.
That I can't share with you, like in this case, it's a bank, so it really doesn't matter much.
Right.
But in dual agency, and again, in this case, it really wouldn't matter much if we were representing them or not. But you can read over that if you have any questions. I'll have to have something in my file that I'll review that with.
Okay. Yep.
And I'll show you this. Pull this up on the house. These lines are not exact. It's on the GIS site, and you can go on there and look all this up too if you want to. This is the approximate boundaries of the property, and I kind of walked a little bit. And these are not always set exact where they should be. So I'm assuming because they're showing this property line going through the house that this is shifted about that much.
Okay.
And if you walk the property line, you'll see there's a fence over here, and there's a fence running along about. You can have this.
Yeah. Okay.
And there's a fence that runs back here, and we'd have to find out where that is. I would always recommend you get a survey, but it's a platted piece of property, so it's up to you.
Okay.
So if you want to know exactly where they are, then the only way to do that is with a survey.
Okay.
Now, I haven't went far enough into it to see if there's one on file somewhere or anything. Just have to pull that up so we can get an idea while we're here.
Okay. There's no stove or fridge?
That's pretty typical with bank-owned properties. The original owners, until the bank forecloses on them, they own it. They can take anything, from light fixtures, heaters, appliances, whatever. Until the bank owns it, they own all that stuff.
Right, because obviously there's a wood stove too.
Yeah, that obviously was a wood stove, probably right there. So I don't even know if there's a fireplace in here. Looks like at one point they must have had gas logs in here. And part of your due diligence or inspection process would be to have the inspector check that to make sure that fireplace is even functional.
Right.
And the house this old, you would think it is, but you never know.
Right. I would hope it is. Okay. It's almost like another wood stove opening too.
It's probably back in the old days they had potbelly stoves. That's probably what that is. Or was.
Right.
The fireplace got put in.
Now this one is closed off. Does that mean that it probably doesn't work? Or they just didn't want to draft, or?
No idea. It looks like it's tied to the same chimney. May have meant that it used to have a fireplace on one side and the other. Again, the only way to find that out is to open it up and look.
Okay.
I'm not authorized to do.
Okay, so that would be.
I might be able to talk an inspector into looking for you, but you may not want to do it either because
Oh. It's kind of goes back there.
Yeah, it's just a storage closet, I guess. Looks like maybe some sort of a... Maybe using this as a bedroom. I don't know.
You can't see, but it's taller than me. And back at least 4 or 5 feet. And inlay bookshelf, another closet. Shoe rack.
Handicap shower, bathroom.
Bathroom. Interesting. So maybe they did revert this into a bedroom for grandma to live in or something.
Mm-hmm.
And that's probably why it has 2 full baths rather than 1.5.
This is a full bath.
Right.
And, I'm not sure, but the thing we saw when we came in, I believe had a bathtub in it.
Right, right.
This is the porch, nice big porch. You can
Oh, there's a lot on the outside.
let's see if from the outside, we can walk around and we'll go over there.
Okay. That's the smallest ceiling fan I've ever seen.
House this old and drafty, they not need it.
Right. What is this? Oh, that's to the attic.
Head fan.
Okay.
This probably does not work. What it does, instead of an air conditioner, it sucks the heat out of the house and puts it up in the attic.
That's smart.
A lot of old houses up here in the mountains, my house when I originally bought it, I took it out.
Mhm.
It just transfers the heat out. As long as it's not too hot outside, you open the windows, it'll allow
Right.
cool air in.
Right. And check that light fixture. There's another.
Looks like old knob and tube wiring.
Which means the wiring might have to be on the list of things to be done.
Well, again, that's for an inspector to do. Knob and tube in a house may just be aluminum wiring. That looks like aluminum wire, but you can't, I don't know whether it's knob and tube or not.
Mhm. I don't know.
Aluminum is okay. Was code in its day, so
Mhm.
was knob and tube, but depending on how long it's been there,
Mhm. Okay. Is it something an inspector will?
point out.
Mhm.
Let me tell you, we'll see if we can find a pen box in here somewhere.
Mhm.
Now, I showed a house for this same company that has this one listed
Uh-huh.
in Leicester. That was in a lot better shape than this, and same asking price didn't have to be.
Yeah.
It didn't work, but not like this.
Right.
It was a 2-bedroom, 1-bath home on about, I think it was 3/4 of an acre. But it was Leicester, I don't know where you want it to be.
I definitely would prefer to stay in Madison County if possible.
Okay. Just thought I'd throw that one out there.
Yeah, no.
We made an offer on it, we lowballed them pretty good, and
You got it? No.
but the asking on it was the same as this.
Yeah.
That's a nice little range.
Mhm. Interesting choice of flooring. Mhm. And if you try to this side. You would think that's something you would take with you.
I think except for those little kids now might be, maybe they have a daycare or something now that's outside.
Maybe,
I mean, that's a lot of kids. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11
Yeah.
people.
I guess then another question would be how it's heated. If there's a,
What it says in here, and I don't see a heat source other
Right.
than that, where that fireplace used to be, so.
right, or where the wood stove used to be in the kitchen.
All right. It says in here, is vent space, direct heating.
Okay, which is kind of funny. What does that mean?
It's a space heater.
Okay, oh.
Maybe that whatever's not in that room we walked into at first. Somebody may have taken it since then. Put on a gas line.
Is all this crumbling signs of a mouse?
I'm sorry?
Is all this wood shavings the signs of a mouse?
Good guess. Might be that somebody went up in the attic to look at the condition up there. And insulation is up there, so it came down.
That's also a mouse, yeah. Okay. Just trying to...
Generally, when these kinds of properties come on the market, gas line in it, they, a lot of investors and people that like to flip houses, they'll come look at them right quick. Just to see something they'd be interested in.
Right.
And they go through all that. I do that some myself. So the house looks like it's been
Kind of worked on.
redone a little bit.
Yeah, with the wood floor and the... on the windows.
It's got replacement windows in it, or new windows, probably replacement windows. Most of the windows in the house don't look too bad.
No. I mean, it's got a slight chill in here right now, but there's a dial temperature thing.
See, that room has an electric baseboard heater. Whether it works or not, I don't know. Maybe that's what they're talking about, space.
Right.
That one has one in it.
And it's got the little dial right here on the wall.
Yeah, that's a thermostat, probably you set that, but again, I don't know if it works.
Right.
That's what those are. You set the temperature in this room, set the temperature in that room, and it's electric. They're generally a little bit more expensive to maintain the heat in the house.
Okay. Stickers.
This room doesn't have one. None of these rooms that we've been in, that we got back there have one.
I always wonder if those rooms were added on later? Or that
Almost
they were...
looks like that end of the house was an addition.
Right.
I mean, you can't tell,
Except that it's different.
except that, yeah, you look at the style of the
Right.
built-ins and that sort of stuff that are in here, and the small windows and that sort of stuff.
Right, and
And then it goes in here and all this looks newer.
Right, right.
My guess would be it is an addition, but I don't know.
Right.
I haven't got enough into the research on it for you yet to know.
Okay.
So I'm guessing that that's the only heat in here, is a 2 baseboard heater, so immediately you're gonna have to buy kitchen appliances, a heat source, whether it be a heat pump or a wood stove.
Where's a heat pump generally run?
1,325 square feet. Somewhere between $3,000 and $5,000, depending on what they have to do, because there's no duct work in here, which means they gotta run ducting and that sort of stuff. I don't know what's under here for them to go through, or whether they have to go through the attic, so
Right.
that'd be a good guess at